apparently, it seems so. Facebook is now admitting that it failed to identify and remove hate speech that promotes violence against women in the wake of a mass Twitter protest by feminist groups. The controversy erupted after activists published an open letter urging Facebook users to contact advertisers whose ads appear next to offensive content. Activists say more than 60,000 tweets have been sent using the hashtag FBRape so far. And that content, by the way, we're not talking about something that's mildly offensive. We're talking about something potentially incredibly offensive on Facebook. Graphic pictures of battered women and children with captions like slapping hookers with a shoe, or a Facebook page for members of the so-called rapist community. Companies like Nissan responded to the protest by yanking all their ads from Facebook for now. Dove, whose campaigns often revolve around women's self-esteem, faced criticism for not pulling its ads immediately. The company says, we are working with Facebook to prevent our ads from appearing on these pages. And as Facebook advertising targets people, not pages, we can't select which pages our ads appear on. Facebook tells CNN that most of the content that sparked the protest is no longer on its site. Some of it included little girls with blackened eyes, and just absolutely horrendous stuff. In a statement, the company said it was revising its guidelines on harmful and hateful content. I got reaction from Laura Bates. She's the founder of the Everyday Sexism Project and helped start the protest on Twitter. I asked her what she thought about Facebook's announcement first.
We're really happy with the statement that Facebook has released because it's really quite historic. It's very unusual for them to react publicly to a campaign in this way. And what they have pledged to do in that statement is exactly what we asked them to do in our open letter. They've committed to re-evaluating their policies and guidelines on hate speech, particularly regarding violence against women, and to retrain their moderators to recognize and remove that content.
And some of the content we're talking about is shocking. I mean, it's young girls with their eyes blackened, groups, in fact, on Facebook glorifying rape. Is that content still there, or has it been removed?
I think Facebook is, even now as we speak, really cracking down on that content and removing as much of it as possible. But it was really very horrific stuff that we were seeing. It was pictures of women bruised, bloody, battered, with, you know, captions like, get back in the kitchen, or next time don't get pregnant. So really very serious stuff.
And I want to tell our viewers we're not showing some of that content because it is too offensive, and it's certainly not something we want to highlight again. Now, you started a campaign also on Twitter with the hashtag FBRape. It was quite popular and immediately got pickup. Did you think that it would have this kind of impact, that 15 major corporations and other companies would pull their ads from Facebook?
I hope that it might, because I knew the strength of feeling behind this. I knew that so many women really care about this, and men supporting them around the world. But I've been absolutely blown away by the outpouring of creativity and support and the effort that people have been prepared to put in to really stand up together and make Facebook listen this time. Right,
and what difference do you think it's going to make? I mean, ultimately, somebody whose intention it is to harm or rape might do it regardless of what content is on Facebook. But what difference do you think it'll make in the culture, in the social media culture?
Well, I think it's really important and a big step in terms of reaching a cultural tipping point in our attitudes towards rape and violence against women. Facebook has a huge reach, you know, with over 1 billion users, and that means that it does have a very exciting opportunity to shape cultural norms and what is publicly and socially acceptable or not. So the fact that they have chosen to send this very clear message that it is no longer okay and acceptable in a world in which 1 in 3 women will be raped or beaten in their lifetime, to laugh and joke about rape, to put up pictures of violence, of women being beaten, and suggest that that's something funny. I hope that that's a really great step towards ending the acceptability of joking about these issues.
All right, hopefully this will set a new standard. Laura Bates there, one of the people who sparked or who started that campaign to pressure advertisers into pulling their ads on Facebook against some of that.